welcome to Louisville, Kentucky, and Louder Than Life. Happy to have you guys here. It's going to be exciting to catch the set later on, and you guys have kind of been riding high right now with, I mean, Just Pretend just explodes thanks to mainly TikTok. How do you feel about the whole internet viral, action of all of that? Like, they just take it and run with it. Like, is this something that you ever thought would happen to you guys?
Well, I knew, obviously, it's new times and that internet and social media is very important today. TikTok is where Just Pretend for sure got its heat and it spread through that. And I'm very appreciative in a way that I think a lot of people discovered my band through that song, through whatever people are doing with that song. So it's been a great gateway, absolutely. Myself don't really go on TikTok much, if I'm honest. So it's like, I'm just on the outside very appreciative that happened, and I knew there's a lot of hard work in behind this. It was not just a one-hit wonder. I think we have some good songs, but like I said, I think it was an awesome gateway for people to be like, oh, that's a cool band, I like this, and then they go check out an album and they see that there's more stuff that they like. So yeah, it's been great.
Yeah, it's just another way for people to just discover some music and everything, and like you hope that that's always the case. I mean, TikTok is definitely a weird beast, but between all social media, it all gets crazy, right?
I mean, I do feel like we're a normal, original, a band, and we're not. And then there's also like TikTok artists today that are like, that's a different breed, and I definitely don't put us there. We just had a really good thing happen to us on TikTok, essentially.
Yeah, I mean, you have you have songs and everything that are doing their thing just organically and all of that without all the viral TikTok and all of that. But I mean, using that as kind of that stepping stone and moving forward, like, how has that kind of just changed? Like, I mean, because this really started, I mean, almost a year ago at this point of all of that starting to pick up. So like, how has that kind of changed things with just your guys' schedule and how things have been going, like, on stage and the reactions that people are giving you guys ever since it started to get picked up like that?
Well, you're right. It's like, when did that TikTok thing happen? It was pretty much a year ago, which was before our first big headliner, I would say. And then since then they've all been sold out, which is very, very cool and very, it's yes, absolutely. And then now that you put it that way, maybe it was like a lot because of that TikTok thing. I don't know. I just know that I'm up there and the people are actually singing it there. It's not bots buying these tickets. They're actually in there and they actually do sing, and it's really cool. Like, I don't know. I need to reflect on this stuff more, man. I need to smell the roses a little bit more. I'm very appreciative, but at the same time, like I said, I keep saying, like I said, I just had another interview. It's like festival season. Yeah, I've like, we've always seen it from this side, we from the stage side, from the inside, and not seen like our friends that are from the outside and see us blow up. Rather, we're just there and everything is normal. All my friends are the same friends. We talk about, have the same humor. We just step up our game. Like 6 months ago, it was this lights, or to put it on stage, and now it's just like a lot more. And that's the cool part, that we can finally like afford to bring out real cool production and bring like a live show that we feel represents our music really good and represents like the live experience that we want people to bring with them home when they've seen us, and be like, I really want them to walk away from there and be like, that was one of the coolest shit I've seen in a long time. And I feel like we've accomplished that to some degree for sure. I do hear that a lot of people like our live shows, which is cool because we put so much time and energy into that. Everybody's just crushing it in that department, and off tour, that's what we're focusing on. Other than writing and stuff, it's always has to do like, what do we need to buy or get or to step everything up even better, so that's the fun part now, that we can like deliver more and more, and then not just sit here and like be comfortable, but rather just like fucking getting more shit now, and like, how can we make it even better and stuff.
I love it, and I mean, it's going to be awesome to catch the set here at Louder Than Life. And one of my favorite things to ask, and I mean, you guys you're 3 albums in, and obviously with Just Pretend doing its thing as as the big viral song, but also the title track to the new album with The Death of Peace of Mind. And I mean, there are a lot of songs that people are really gravitating towards, but I do want to ask, and I mean, again, like 3 albums, so when you're putting together a set list, like festivals, different beasts, shorter sets, I get that, but a headlining show for you guys, you have your staple songs that you put in, some new songs, fan favorites. What's a song that you wish you could put into the set list, but for some reason it never makes the cut? Maybe it's too long, maybe it's too complex to do live. What's something that you wish you could put in the set?
I don't know if we have that. There's no song that you cannot put in. You can change that song to make it work. And I feel like that's something we're doing recently. We're bringing songs. We actually bringing out on like the tour we're on right now. From our first album, we had a song called Broken Youth, which you just all kind of grew out of, and we always been joking around that that's our least favorite song ever. And then all of a fucking sudden we said, let's put it on the new, let's just play it. But we remade it a little bit. We revamped it, boosted it up with like cool stuff in like production wise, and like just made it a little heavier. And then now it's fun to play it again. You know what I'm saying? So we do that, and I think you can do that with any song. Like I have my favorites from like the first record, from the second record, and the third record. But we are definitely focusing on playing the newer stuff because we feel like that represents where we're going and what we're doing. And then, but we throw in like old songs. So there's songs from the first album, there's songs from the second album, and the new. But don't be scared of your own songs. If you don't think it fits the set, but you really, really, really want to play it, make it happen. It's not that hard. Just revamp it a little bit, and people will think it's cool. They'll be like, oh, they do that live, or so.
That's definitely the producer brain that's working on that. It's like, well, we could do this or this, as opposed to like just somebody who's like, oh, like, no, this is how I play it, like this, anything like that.
That's fair. We are producers as well. Like me and Noah, producer on music, so like this, our head just goes in those ways, and that might not be for everyone. If like a band goes to a producer and are dependent on that, so I get it in that way, but it's still, I think they could be like, oh, but how do we make it, to work if they really want? If it's like a song that's too soft or something, but they really like it, I don't know, amp it up a little bit, and it'll probably work. Put drums in if there wasn't. I don't know.
I mean, there's always a way to make it work, and that's what every band should be paying attention to. But I'm looking forward to the set later on. It's going to be absolutely fantastic, and looking forward to the added production that you've talked about. But it's going to be fantastic. And again, like, we're still playing the hell out of Just Pretend. We're going to make our way to the next single once it starts to kind of fade out, but it doesn't look like it's anytime soon that it's fading out for us. I've said it to a few people. It's probably our top song of the year, like by a long stretch. So very excited to see you guys. I appreciate you taking the time for sure.